There are many wonderful lines and moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that were completely improvised. Here are the top 10 best unscripted moments from MCU. Before we get further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Alright, let's get to it. At number 10, Shawarma. The Avengers was the first film to feature such moments, one of which was the most ludicrous to date. In a half-destroyed restaurant, the Avengers eat shawarma quietly. Even more bizarre is the narrative behind its development. After Tony Stark is brought back to consciousness near the end of the film, he opted to improvise a few lines, and he was the last one left. He was talking about how they should also eat shawarma once they defeat Loki. At number 9, why is Gamora? Infinity War was able to accomplish something completely unexpected. It managed to be both a humorous film with some unforgettable jokes as well as the most serious, emotional, and sorrowful film to date. Drax had already established himself as a fan favorite, but his report to Star-Lord's "Where is Gamora?" and Tony Stark's "Who is Gamora?" were priceless. "I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?" he said. The remark was invented on the moment by Dave Bautista, but the Russo brothers enjoyed it so much that they put it in the movie. At number 8, Tony Stark's blueberries. When RDJ becomes hungry, he's known for sneaking food around the set. Those goodies made an appearance in the Avengers. In one scenario, Stark, Banner, and Rogers are in a laboratory discussing something. The crew knew there was food hidden around the set before filming the sequence, but they couldn't do anything, so they gave up and let him eat. Tony Stark wanders around eating blueberries in the movie now, before presenting some to both Bruce Banner and Steve Rogers. At number 7, Hawkeye. While Barton and Wanda are battling together during the Battle of Sokovia, the speedster enters, mocks Hawkeye, then picks up his sister and flees. Render responded with his funniest improvised line yet. He raised his bow and began to speak to himself. Nobody would know. Nobody. Ultron was sitting on him the last time I saw him. He'll be missed for sure. I'm already missing that swift little jerk. At number 6, Agent Carter's instinct. Steve Rogers used to be weak, short, and underweight. As Marvel demonstrated by CGI, Chris Evans head onto another man's body. Captain America's muscular frame is revealed for the first time when he changes into the hero we all know. It turns out that Peggy Carter's actress, Haley Atwell, had never seen Evans' Herculean physique before, and as she approached him, she instinctively touched his chest before swiftly snatching her hand back. The moment was preserved in the film. At number 5, Odin's Growl. This killing can be traced back to the first Thor film. Unlike Ragnarok, Thor had very little room for improvisation. The screenplay had everything set out for everyone. Everything except for a sudden surprising addition courtesy of Anthony Hopkins. Loki fights back when Odin starts berating Thor before banishing him to Earth. Odin let out a surprised growl as he went closer to say something, which stunned the god of mischief and silenced him. Hopkins' snarl was an instinctual, spur-of-the-moment move that wasn't in the screenplay, and Tom Hiddleston's astonished reaction was very genuine. At number 4, haircuts and beards. Thor comes just in time to help the heroes stave off Thanos' troops during the Battle of Wakanda. He reunites with Steve Rogers shortly after in the film's sole scene together. The scene consists of an entirely spontaneous conversation between both actors. After a few years apart, the actors concluded that it would be normal for males to discuss their facial and non-facial hair. When Captain America inquires about Thor's new hairstyle, the God of Thunder replies, "I see you've copied my beard." At number 3, most of Thor Ragnarok. The third installment in the Thor franchise is easily Marvel's funniest and most absurd film in the MCU. Taika Waititi's quirky character is the key reason behind this. In an interview, the Kiwi filmmaker revealed that roughly 80% of the film was fully improvised. That's why there's so much absurdly funny dialogue. The get help moment, Loki's snake disguise narrative, and almost everything that came out of Jeff Goldblum's mouth is just a few examples. The iconic work friend line wasn't even in the script. A child from the Make-A-Wish organization suggested it to the cast, saying, "You know, you should add he's a friend from work." At number 2, I Don't Want to Go. Infinity War is both hilarious and heartbreaking. If Why is Gamora indicates the film's lighter tone, I Don't Want to Go is the polar opposite. This sequence struck a chord with people globally, regardless of how alive he'll be in his impending sequel. What makes it even more astonishing is that it was entirely improvised by Tom Holland. The Russos wanted an intense emotional scenario and gave the actor only one piece of advice. Listen, you're a kid and you don't want to go. Holland took that advice to heart and tears were shed as a result. And at number 1, I Am Iron Man. If Robert Downey Jr. wasn't already wonderful enough, it turns out he came up with the MCU's most famous twist. The last press conference in the first Iron Man had a radically different finale, with the titular character reading from the cards. Downey had a startling epiphany and went entirely off script, shouting the new iconic statement. Kevin Feige praised it and insisted that the line be included in the final project. This is just another piece of evidence that backs up the hypothesis that RDJ is Tony Stark. All that's needed now is for the actor to appear and declare, "The fact is, I am Iron Man." Well guys, that's it for this one. What'd you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to sub and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.